Timmy Turner, he was with you for a burner. The kid, everybody rockin'. You know how the song, the fire, fuck with your BT. How they watch you fucking no BT, riding for Wally. Kid, everybody walkin'. Know how the song, the fire. Timmy Turner, young boy walkin' with you.
When DeMarcus Cousins signed with the Golden State Warriors for $5 million in a one-year deal, I was furious, among with a lot of fans on social media, on my channel. I mean, I made a whole pod where I cursed out Boogie, me and King. But I will say at the end of the day, after analyzing this signing, though it is frustrating that Boogie is on the Golden State Warriors, there are certain aspects and circumstances that make this decision and this signing not as big as a deal as a lot of people may think. Now, before I go any further with this video, I would like to say that if you are not following me on Twitter, you gotta follow me on Twitter, because I am very active on Twitter and on Instagram as well. I'm starting to get more active on Instagram. You guys go on those social media links, because especially Instagram, because I will respond to as many DMs as I can on both. But Instagram right now, I am really trying to put a lot of effort into that. So you guys make sure you follow me on those two social media sites. Primarily, you gotta follow me on those. You can also add me on Snapchat. The links for those will be down below. But back to the video at hand. DeMarcus Cousins is coming off of an Achilles injury. That is an injury that at best he can come back in a 12-month process, but most recovery processes are around 12 to 15 months. So more than likely, if he's lucky, he'll be able to play around January and maybe, a slight maybe, December. But more than likely, he will be coming back around February to March when the season progresses. And I know there have been reports that he's targeting training camp to come back, but that's not happening, okay? He's not coming back from an Achilles injury, you know, at training camp. It's just not gonna work out. And people need to understand, this is a huge deal. This is a big injury. Only one person came back and played at an all-star elite level when they returned from an Achilles injury throughout all of NBA history, and that is Dominique Wilkins. And when you look at someone like a Kobe Bryant, I know he was older, but add 50 more pounds and make that person 7 feet tall, a more physical game down below in the post and things like that. That's DeMarcus Cousins, a guy who relies a lot on physicality in the post. He's not the most athletic guy, he didn't jump the highest or run the fastest, but his game was very physical. And for someone like that, an Achilles injury is going to affect the way he plays. And sure, he could be that second guy out of all the NBA players that have gotten hurt, but who was going to actually put a lot of faith into that? That's why he didn't get as many offers, or should I say the salary offers that he wanted. I'm pretty sure more than the Lakers and the Pelicans or even the Celtics gave him offers. I'm pretty sure he was getting offers from other teams, but it may not have been the offers that he wanted, because he wanted that max long-term offer. The Pelicans gave him a 2-year $40 million offer. He didn't like it. They went with Julius Randle, and a lot of people are even reporting that that may have set him off. But the thing is, look, Boogie, you have to understand, you're coming off of an Achilles injury. You're a guy, like I said, you rely a lot on physicality, and that's something that 9 times out of 10, forget 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, nobody comes back from that the same. And only one man did. And let's be real here, you're even more physical than someone like that. Look, Dominique was dunking and stuff like that, but his game was more than just dunking. Look it up. And like I said earlier, for the people that are angry and saying that the Warriors are going to dominate the NBA, look, the Golden State Warriors are not even going to have Boogie available more than likely till February, and if not, then January. So that's around playoff time. So there's still a few months that we can enjoy, quote unquote, that DeMarcus Cousins is going to be free from the Golden State Warriors team. And people also need to understand, when he comes back, he's going to be on limit restrictions. You think that the Golden State Warriors are going to give him at least 30 minutes a game? No, at best, they're going to give him like 20 minutes. Actually, they may even give him 18, then 20, then gradually 25. And if he looks like he can go 30, they'll give him 30. But people need to understand and realize that he more than likely isn't coming back the same. And I've heard people say, oh, well, if it's not about money, why did he sign a 1-year deal worth $5 million? Well, I'll tell you why he signed a 1-year deal worth $5 million, specifically with the Golden State Warriors. Well, for one, let's be real here. he wasn't going to get a long-term deal like he wanted. So why not sign a one-year deal with the Golden State Warriors? And let's be real here, if he signed with the Pelicans, there would be a rush for him to come back because they want him to produce at the elite level that he produced before he got hurt. And when he's with the Warriors, there's no rush. He can sit on the sidelines, talk to the coaches, get familiar with the team, learn a bit more knowledge about the game of basketball, because let's be real here, Boogie is not a winning player. A lot of people may say, oh, he was in situations and things like that, but when you're shooting 33% throughout your entire career from three, and you're also attempting 6 3-pointers a game, that's ridiculous. That is not how you win games. I mean, the Pelicans, they were on the verge of not making the playoffs when he was there. I mean, at that pace, they would not have made the playoffs, and they were on an 8-game winning streak at that time. So you can imagine their record before that. So when it comes to DeMarcus Cousins, he can learn how to become a more winning player on that sideline, talking to coaches, teammates, things like that. And that really isn't really the big thing. When he comes back, he doesn't even have to be the first or the second or even the third option, and arguably not even the fourth option. All they're going to ask him to do is space the floor, rebound, and defend. And we all know he struggles on the defensive side of the ball, but hey, it's always been an effort thing. And with him not having the responsibilities that he had in Sacramento or New Orleans, hey, maybe he can get better on the defensive side of the ball and not be a liability at times like in those other circumstances due to the weight and the pressure and just basically the amount of responsibility that he had on the other teams. And people need to understand that's a ring. It's a free ring for DeMarcus Cousins along the way. So he can come back from his injury with no rushing time. They don't need him. Let's be real, the Warriors don't need DeMarcus Cousins. He reached out to them. They didn't reach out to him. And if you're the Golden State Warriors, you're going to take that no matter what. I mean, it's basically a no risk, high reward type of situation. And when it comes to DeMarcus Cousins, like I said, he's going to win. He's going to be able to come back from his injury with no rushing time. He can go on the court, and with the Golden State Warriors, he's not going to be under the amount of pressure and responsibility to have to do so much to where there's basically a low chance, or should I say a lower chance, for him to re-injure himself. And sure, if he doesn't come back the same, he is on the best team to look the best way possible with his efficiency, because his efficiency should be higher than it's ever been. His turnovers should be less than it's ever been, though his rebounding and scoring will be down. Like I said, NBA teams will know that he's sharing the ball with KD, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and other pieces on that team. So look, he is in a perfect situation for him. And like I said, it's a 1-year deal. I don't expect DeMarcus Cousins to stay on this team past next season. And if he does, yeah, I guess I was wrong. But look guys, let's relax, let's calm down, because I can understand the anger and the frustration in some fans' eyes and minds. But at the end of the day, this is all for him to better himself so he can get his money. He's trying to get the money. That's why he signed a 1-year deal. I can guarantee you that if the Pelicans gave him a long-term deal that was worth a good amount of money, he would have taken that amount. He would have taken the offer. But because he didn't get the offers that he wanted, why not sign a 1-year deal, show your talent, be on a team where they basically don't need you, so you're not under any pressure. And at the end of the day, he gets a free ring in the process, because look, rings are something that nobody can take away from you. Championships are etched in stone. Nobody can remove the fact that you won a championship. Zaza Pachulia is a back-to-back finals champion. JaVale McGee is a back-to-back finals champion. Those things are not going to be removed off of their resume. But things like the most 3-pointers you can make in a season, like Steph Curry or Reggie Miller or Ray Allen, those things can be replaced. As impossible as they may seem, those are records. Records are meant to be broken, okay? We never thought someone was going to average a triple-double, but guess what? It happened, and it happened twice from another player. Not the first one, but another player. So at the end of the day, rings matter. And DeMarcus Cousins, he sees that, and he sees all the other things that I mentioned before, and he signed with the Golden State Warriors. So you guys let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video. I'm sure I will have a lot of dislikes, but I'm sure some people will agree with me and some people will see my perspective. I'm not saying I agree with the move. Don't take me out of context. I'm just explaining why this isn't as big of a deal as some people may think. So you guys let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like this. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell next to the name to be notified after each and every video that I post. This is your boy Young Mustard signing out. Have a great day. Peace.